Hello, people of the internet. I am Nick from Motor City Magic, and today I've got a deck profile of Christian's 5-color dragons for Dragons of Tarkir Standard. I'm going to put this out there right now. This is basically Esper Dragons. Just happens to play dragons of colors that aren't necessarily in the deck. So I'm going to go over Christian's version that he's been playing for the last couple of weeks, and I'm going to tell you my personal edits, what should be changed, and overall how I feel about the deck. So we'll start with our mana base here. We've got 4 Crucible of the Spirit Dragon and 4 Haven of the Spirit Dragon. These are mandatory at this point, I feel. I'm sorry about that. Haven gets back anything, and Crucible can easily make dragons on turn 3 no problem. We've got 5 islands as our basics, 4 polluted deltas. Then we also have 2 Temple of Deceit, 4 Temple of Enlightenment, and 4 Temple of Mystery. Now, the mana base looks solid to me. All I would change is that he should probably take out a temple or 2 of these enlightenments, maybe an island and a polluted delta to put in some mana confluences just so you can hit your mana easier, and Urborg, depending on like what you want to play in your sideboard. Also, Haven can bring back Ugin, and as you can see right now there are no planeswalkers, so I would say put it in Ugin. On to our creatures, we've got 1 Atarka, because, let's face it, the bitch is huge. An 8/8 that kills possibly 5 creatures is just ridiculous. I've seen this happen, and it goes, okay, kill elf, kill goblin, kill elf, kill goblin, damage a goblin rabblemaster, courser, and swing out. So dumb. This card is just dumb, and the fact that Haven can get back any of the dragons that die is just so dumb. Next, there are 3 Dramokas. The reason that 3 Dramokas are in this deck, in my opinion, I don't know, you'd have to talk to Christian, I'll have to post a video on it. I feel like the reason that he plays 3 Dramoka is because control decks are still good this format. You know, I play blue-black control. 5-color dragons, Esper dragons, blue-white control. Those decks are everywhere. They're still topping and they're still winning. So the reason 3 Dramokas are in this list is to counter the control decks. Because a 5/7 flyer that says, "Fuck yo shit, you can't cast counter spells now because they're sorceries." It's thanks, Wizard. That's all I gotta say. Dramoka. 3 Ojatire in here mainly because black is one of the best colors in Standard right now, because removal spells. He comes into play untapped, and the fact that he works well with Jeskai Ascendancy is something you people need to be aware of. There's a reason he's in the Jeskai tokens list, and there's a reason he's in this deck. He's a really good card. He's a 5/4. The only real way to deal with him after he resolves is board wipe or wait for the attack and hope that they don't have counter spells. That's about it. So yeah, it just has a card. And the anticipatability on damage is nice. 1 Dragonlord Silumgar, I don't really have to say anything about this. It's the fact that it can just take something. My favorite thing to do is to take a Planeswalker when it's about to ultimate. I've taken an Ashiok when it's about to do it. It does some powerful things. 2 Icefall Regents are in the list to keep creatures tapped down. This can keep tapped down Ojitais. Pelucrados, Courser. With Devotion, you can tap down a Flamewaker and Ashcloud Phoenix. The card is amazing. And the fact that now it's 2 mana more to cast if you target it is ridiculous. But then again, Crux of Fate is a magic card, so. And then 1 regular Silumgar, just for the fact that Jeskai Tokens is still a very good deck in Standard. Check out my video on that, by the way. But yeah, Silumgar is just a good card. I don't have to explain much here. Hexproof, though. Hexproof. 2 main deck Encased in Ice. I don't know how I feel about this card. Against the aggro decks, it's awful. Yeah, you tap down a Goblin Rebel Master. Congratulations. The card I don't think should be in the main deck. I understand why he's got it as a copy in his sideboard. I just don't think it should be main decked. I mean, yeah, it can tap down a Stormbreath Dragon, or a Butcher of the Horde, or a Siege Rhino, or any shit like that, but I don't think it should be in the main deck. Aggro is too prevalent. 2 Perilous Vault. I don't really have to say much here. Just kill stuff. What else do I have to say about it? Don't really kill them. 2 Anticipates. Whoa, shit. Open. Yeah, 2 Anticipates. Mini Dig Through Time. I don't really have to say much here. 3 Dig Through Time instead of 4. I feel like you could take out this main deck Disdainful Stroke, 4 Dig, but it's his deck. I'm just saying what I think should be in the deck. Yeah, D-Stroke, C-Dino, not much. Dissolve and Silumgar Scorn are pretty damn good. Silumgar Scorn is basically Counterspell for 95% of the time that you cast it, because you're running 11 dragons. And the odds that you don't open a dragon are pretty damn slim. 1 Voyage's End, when you can't bounce Whisperwood Elemental enough. 2 Nullify, because counterspells are funny. And it can also counter auras. Blood Heroic, look at you. 1 Dragon Lord's Prerogative. Oh, I'm so fucking sorry. It's basically an opportunity that's uncounterable. I don't have to say much here. Card's just fucking stupid. Like I said, I'd probably take out the 2 Antiques and the D-Stroke with some of the lands for Mana Confluence, Urborg, Ugin, and maybe even a Dragonlord Kolaghan, because giving your dragons haste and making your opponent take damage to cast spells that are already in their graveyard seems like a pretty powerful card for the deck. Especially when you can immediately attack with a Silumgar and a Kolaghan, -2/-2 to everything, and just beat face. So, yeah. Onto the sideboard. A second Atarka. This comes in against the Green Devotion decks, because let's face it, Naniac Trampler that kills Courser and Elvish Mystic, good enough. A second Dragonlord Silumgar with a second Baby Silumgar. These come in against the same decks. Jeskai, aggro, Jeskai tokens. Really what this shines in is Abzan aggro, because it can just take a Siege Rhino and just be like, ha, sucker. And you can just leave up counterspells. So yeah. 4 Open Speaker in here for the Atarka Red matchups, just because it's a solid blocker, and it lets you scry, which gives you deck manipulation, which is something you always want to control deck, because you want your draws to be awesome for the matchup. 4 Master Aways, because why did this card suddenly become bad? Blue Devotion, man. It's fucking stupid. Let's see, what dragons blue symbols in their mana cost? Jamoka and Atarka, that's it. So, basically, this can come down and make some dudes and just block red creatures all day. Done. 1 more Encased in Ice. Abzan, Mardu, black-green. Close enough. And then finally, for counterspells, 1 D-Stroke and 1 Negate. And then 1 Dragon Lord's Prerogative, because ha. Now, for the sideboard, I would take out the D-Stroke from the main can go into the sideboard. You take out the Prerogative. I would say take out 2 Master Waves and maybe the Silumgar, so you can play Duress in your sideboard. Because Duress is a very, very powerful sideboard card, and I feel like that'd be relevant for this deck. It's just my opinion. Like I said, Christian's been testing with it. This is the version he's got. I don't know what edits he's made. When I get the edited list, I will post that for you and make a deck profile of it like I did here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm Motor City Magic, and I'll see you guys next time.